Hello, this is Mrs. Al-Amoudi, and today I'm going to show you how to take an assessment and some of the things that you can use to view your results and the submission of your assessment. Okay, so when you click on the assessment, you get these instructions, and I do apologize. I see that I have a spelling error, so I'll definitely have to fix that. This is on chapters 2, 3, and 4. This is the Unit 1 1.16 assessment. It shows you that no submissions have been recorded for me as a student. And so what I want to do is I want to click on Begin Now to start the test. Okay, so I'm going to be able to see just one question at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the answer that I want and click Next. Okay, so I can go back to the question, or I can go to the next one. Okay, so say for example, I need to come back to my test. I need to go run an errand or, go to an appointment. I'm going to click on Save and Continue Later. It says that the answers will be saved, but the assessment will not be submitted, so I'm going to click OK. Okay, it still says that no submissions have been recorded, and there's this resume button. Okay, so I'm going to click on the resume button, and then I can go back and complete my test. Okay, so I went through and completed all the answers, and it's telling me that you are about to submit this assignment. Are you sure you want to proceed? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click OK. Okay, now it automatically pops up and it shows me which questions I got right and which questions I got wrong. It shows what time I submitted the assignment and what my score is. Now you can see what you got on this test. So as you can see, I got 10 points, I missed 30 points, and there are 25 points that are ungraded. So I'm going to go through and see. So when I miss a question, it gives you the feedback and it gives you the correct answer. Okay, so if I scroll through all of this, I apologize, I'm going a little quick. I can go down and see the essay questions. Okay, it's not graded yet, but it gives you the correct answers. Okay, so I'm going to click on continue. And see, it doesn't have, there are no points yet that have been submitted, but it shows that I have submitted it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my lessons and I'm going to see if my test has been graded. So I'm going to click on the folder and I'm going to click on the 1.6 Unit 1 assessment. And ta-da, it is graded. So what you can do is it shows you the submission. It tells you question points. So I got 15 points out of 65. So I got a 23%. So I did not do very well. So if I go back here and I click on the highlighted part where it's submitted, I can see my results. Okay, so this is something that I can go through. I can see the results. Any comments that would be made, like for example, I might tell you, you did not completely answer the question, you weren't very clear, you need to explain your answer more. But I want you to understand that whenever you have an assessment, your essay questions are worth a lot of points. If you do not complete them completely or you completely skip over them, you will lose a lot of points. On this example for the Unit 1 assessment, there were 3 essay questions and they were worth 30 points. So 30 points out of 65 if you did not answer the questions correctly or completely or left them blank. Remember, once again, it is so very, very important that you understand this. Essay questions are worth a lot of points. You must complete them in their entirety if you want to do well. The multiple choice questions are just as important, but it is very important that you understand that you need to read through the questions in order to do well. Do not speed through them. Do not go very quickly through them. So I'm also going to show you how you can see if you've submitted an assignment, if you can't remember. Okay, so now we're going to check and see if I've submitted assignments. So I've already shown you how to submit an assignment to a Dropbox. So what I want to do is I want to check and see if I submitted my 1.7 activity. So what I do is I go down to the assignment, 1.7 Declaration of Independence Activity Dropbox. I click on that and ta-da, I have submitted it. Okay, so it shows the time and the date. And if I click on the link, it shows what I submitted. So this is an example of an assignment that I submitted. Okay, so how do you know if it's been graded? Okay, so give me one moment and I will show you how to see. Okay, so I submitted an assignment to the Dropbox and I've also submitted a discussion thread. So I'm going to show you how you can see if you've submitted both of these assignments and if you can see your grades. So I submitted the 1.7 Declaration of Independence activity. So you can see that I submitted it. Okay, I can go back to the assignment. I got a 0 on it. And usually I will email you back comments and it'll say the assignment that's attached is not the correct assignment. Please submit the completed assignment. Or if you did fantastic on it, it might say good work. Another way to check and see is I have an unread email here. So I'm going to click on this and it tells you in the email which assignment it was. 1.7 Declaration of Independence Activity Dropbox. So I get an email also. So it's really important that you check your emails daily, especially when you're expecting assignments to come back to you. Okay, so those are two ways that you can see. Another example is a discussion thread. Okay, so I completed a discussion thread in lesson 1.14. Okay, so I can see that I completed it. It's right here. You don't get a message or anything that posts up, but you can see everybody's submissions. You can comment back. So say, for example, if I wanted to read an example, okay, if I wanted to reply, I could reply to Noelle and say, you had a great response. Keep up the good work. Or you could say something like, and then what you would do is you would just scroll down here and you would click submit. Okay, you can add attachments. If there was a discussion thread that I required you to attach a file, you can do that. So there are many different ways that you can check to see if your assignments are completed. In addition, you can run a report. If you run the report, you can do a couple of things. I can do a grade report, and if I click on run, it will show that I do not have grades for everything, but I do have these grades here. Okay, so my current grade is an overall 15%. If you have a 0, it will show up. And it'll show up any comments that have been sent to you. So if I sent you an email or if I said, you didn't do very well on this assignment, you can redo it. You can see those comments. Okay, another way you can check activity, and this is the way parents can check activity. This is the way teachers check activity. You can check my activity. Let's look at 7 days. Okay, so I was in and out of the course this many times. Okay, so there are many different reports, and you can see another video for reports, but I just wanted to show you how you can see your submissions. The other thing is there is a submission report that you can run, and you can see what you have submitted. So today I submitted 2 assignments, the Unit 1 assessment and the Declaration of Independence activity. So these are some things that you can use, some tools to check your assignments and how you've done on them and see comments. But I want to reiterate one more time, it's so very important that you understand this. When you have an essay question on an exam, it is worth multiple points. So it is in your best interest to complete the essay to the best of your ability and not skip it, not rush through it. This goes for any course. All of the information that I have provided you with you today, or for you today, excuse me, is applicable to the 7th grade social studies course, psychology, U.S. government, U.S. history A. You can do all of the same things that I just showed you here in your courses. And the essay questions, it is the same in all of those courses. That's how I run things. Essay questions are worth anywhere from 5 actually, no, anywhere from 3 to 10 points each. So it's very important that you understand that you need to complete those essay questions. That's all for this session.